been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
Oklahoma City calls timeout. So here's Portland's starting group. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2, and it's Thibault in at the 3.
All the rumors swirling about the Blazers and whether they trade Damian Lillard or not, but they decided to keep him in Portland, build around him, and try to make the most of this shining star's window.
Pass to Giddey, to the inside. Here's Holmgren, the fadeaway. Rebounded by Nurkic. Gilgeous-Alexander against Thibault. Nurkic passes to Simons. Back to Nurkic. And here's Simons. Shot clock at 6. Lillard outside. The 3. Knocks down the long J. Lillard's got 5 points. Right, and when the Blazers shook things up, many thought they'd do a full rebuild, Brent.
Yeah, but B.A., how do you give full value for a guy like Damian Lillard? I just don't think the return coming back would equate to that. So they've reworked the roster, and we'll see if these guys can get back to postseason play and then rely on Dame time.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Pass to Thibault. Now Simons.
Oklahoma City foul. Chet Holmgren. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here are the Trailblazers now. Lillard passes to Grant. Down low.
Thunder foul. Williams. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Nurkic, a screen on Giddey. Simons with it, and it's Dort picking him up. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Yeah, Damian Lillard, this is some Oaktown response. You make one, I got you back.
Oh, deflected. Out of bounds, the Thunder will take it. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far.
And Nurkic, one of the tough guys that you rely on out there. You know, scary injury for him back in 2019, but able to overcome that roadblock and get himself back and healthy.
Well, Brent, while it was scary, Nurkic came back from injury just as good as ever.
Yeah, with a major injury like that, you figure it's going to alter your game, but really Nurkic has been able to get back in and kind of double down on what he does well. That's playing physical and being a post presence. Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Beyond the arc. Hits a three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points.
Gilgeous-Alexander needs to keep taking these shots in order for his game to expand.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Williams passes to Giddey. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Giddey. It's Dort on the wing. It's Williams, high post. Pass to Holmgren. Clock at 4. Back to Williams. There's the triple. Thibault with the board. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. To the paint. Now here's Nurkic. Outside Giddey. Here's Holmgren. Inside. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Jacks up a 3. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And Yusuf Nurkic, a solid role player, fits well into any team environment. A great passer and doesn't need touches to contribute.
And we saw last year, Nurkic can also act as a mentor with young players, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and that's a great veteran presence from Nurkic. Not a star player by any means, but a player everyone would want on their team. Wow! I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
I like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And it's Simons missing.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Back to Dort. Pass to Williams. Outside Giddey. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
Keeping that ball absolutely on a string. Gilgeous-Alexander capable of getting creative.
Simons passes to Thibault. Gilgeous-Alexander against Lillard. Sends it home from three-point land. Lillard's got 14 points for the game.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Offensive rebound. Here's Williams. From deep, Giddey. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Impressive decision there as Giddey just shot that one. No hesitation.
Simons outside. It's tipped. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort. Nurkic with some nice D.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but still like plenty of room.
Just a... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And what stands out to you from the Trailblazers in this one?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. We see plenty of three-point shots every game, Brent. Would you say it's still a shooter's league?
Yeah, I would say it's still a scorer's league, BA, rather than a shooter because, look, a lot of people can take shots. There aren't too many that make them efficiently. So that part is going nowhere. I think it's about creating points and trying to get into the most opportunistic way you can score. That's what the offense's job is to do.
We've got Luguentz Dort. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Holmgren, and it's Williams in at the 4. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going in the second. Simons against Giddey. Back to Simons. Over to the wing. Grant in the post. Williams defending. Three-pointer. And there's the call on Yusuf Nurkic. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Just a little too eager for that rebound. As a result, gets called for the over the back.
Yeah, just might have to take it down a notch there. Don't like the result of the foul. I like the tenacity, just not the foul.
Williams a screen on Simons. Giddey passes to Williams. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. Portland has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. And it's Lillard penetrating. He gets it in there.
Yeah, Lillard is fearless, able to take that hit and calmly knock one down and one.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains. And I think Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is just another one in that long line of Kentucky Wildcats coming into the NBA that has carved out a pretty nice career so far in the league.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Lillard. Simons passes to Thibault. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. It has been fantastic watching Gilgeous-Alexander continue to improve.
And I love B.A. also, along with his improvement, what we've seen in terms of his leadership and responsibility to this team. He shows a very strong work ethic, and this is why a lot of people are still excited about his growth and progress.
Pass to Holmgren. From deep. And they get it back. And he throws it down with one hand.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams.
Yeah, and despite being the youngest team in the league, the Thunder have been solid defensively the last couple years. A great sign going forward for this franchise.
And Williams drops them both. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. There's Simons with a three. Knocks it down from distance. Simons got 5 points now this quarter. And looking at this Oklahoma City roster, what makes them so good on D?
Well, they have loads of length. The Thunder have made a point to draft players with huge wingspans, making things difficult for opponents scoring-wise.
There's the steal. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Here's Dort. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
How about the athleticism of Dort? You see the width he has, but man, he can outwork you defensively.
For 3, here's Lillard. It doesn't go for him. So Oklahoma City will take it the other way. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
Pass to Holmgren. Knocked away. It's stolen by Thibault. Lillard with the ball. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Tipped. Here's Holmgren. It's Williams. High post. Here's the 3. Tipped. Dort outside to the middle. Here's Giddey. And he hits it to tie the game. Giddey's got 5.
Inside, Giddey has to count on some creativity and some agility. Hard for him to muscle through the defense.
Grant outside. And a foul called on the way. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
People were worried that this would slow the action.
Previous play is under
In every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong,
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
so they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Outside, Williams. It's Giddey on the wing. Back to Williams. Pass to Holmgren. It's Giddey on the wing. Williams passes to Dort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 3. And they take the lead. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points this quarter.
Some heads-up ball there from Dort.
The Trailblazers have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Lillard passes to Graham. Oh, the offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Here's Giddey. Good work there as it goes. And it's a 4-point Thunder lead.
And Giddey with the tough floater that time.
Pass to Nurkic. Here's Grant. That shot off. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Thunder out in front, up by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
On the court right now for Portland. Sharp out there with Johnson. Then it's Nasir Little. Then there's Cam Reddish. And it's Eubanks in at the 5. Well, Brent, Portland has made a name for itself as a perennial contender.
Well, the recent success started with Dame, and with the exception of his rookie year. They've made the playoffs every year since, except last year when he was hurt. So Lillard has single-handedly changed Blazers basketball. Fighting through the contact, Dario does a great job that time.
Portland trailing here. Here's Sharp. The floater. Pass to Johnson. And that one is stuffed right through.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Outside, Williams. Here's Joe. Here's Robinson Earl. Reddish covering. Williams from long range. Oklahoma City gets it back. Can't hit that one. The Trailblazers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Reddish. Oh, it misses. Had a chance to tie it. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Little. This for the tie. Here's Eubanks. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. Eubanks, he's got 4 points in the quarter.
And for Little, that's a quality find right there, just dropping that pass.
Good.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
To the inside. Here's Eubanks. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. Robinson Earl, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Reddish. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And Oklahoma City shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. Outside, Williams. Pass to man. There's the 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Rob. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Outside, Williams. Back to Robinson Earl. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Robinson Earl's got his first 2 points of the night. 1:56 left in the third quarter. Outside Reddish. To the paint. Here's Sharp. Robinson Earl with a rebound. Oklahoma City's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Joe. Fires the 3. Oklahoma City the rebound. On the wing man. Tries again. And the layup is good. And it's a 4-point Thunder lead.
And Šarić, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
1:14 left to play in the third. Reddish with it. Robinson Earl on him. From deep, Johnson connects from downtown. Johnson's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true, but also give him credit for being unselfish.
Robinson Earl. Pass to Sharich. Here's Robinson Earl. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, last season for the Thunderbird, their top 8 guys by playing time, all 23 and under.
You get experience for those guys, and there's really nothing that replicates game time, game action, game decisions. These guys all exposed to it last year, BA. Let's see what kind of strides they make in this season.
Pass to Sharp. Now Reddish. Here's Sharp. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Shots good by Sharich.
Another example of Sharich running the floor as a big man. He does that well.
Johnson inside. And the layup is good off the glass. Johnson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Pass to Joe. Puts up a 3. No good on the shot. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Thunder out in front, up 4. And we'll be back right after this. Three tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Also Josh Giddey out there. Lugens Dort out there with Holmgren. And it's Williams in at the power forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Lillard outside. Here he goes. And the dunk by Lillard.
Yeah, not something you want to do. You let Lillard drive all the way to the rack, and he will throw it down.
Dort with it. He's picked up by Lillard. And slam dunked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Get up there, young fella. Sometimes as a point guard, you got to take it yourself.
Well, it's okay to be selfish when you can flush it like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
Simons outside. Down low. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Timeout called, the Blazers. And the Blazers had been a mainstay of the playoffs for so long, until last year.
Yeah, BA, they ended an 8-year streak by missing the playoffs. The franchise has had a lot of sustained success. They missed the playoffs just 15 times in their 50-plus years.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups address the team. He focused on perimeter play at both ends. On D, he wants to prevent open looks from deep. And at their own end, he thinks they can create better shots with better ball movement. We'll see if he gets his wish. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Gilgeous-Alexander against Thibault. Simons with a steal. And he dunks it down.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Pass to Holmgren. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Giddey. Williams a screen on Simons. It's Dort on the wing. 3-pointer. 6 to shoot. Here's Holmgren. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. Damian Lillard picks one up.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
Lillard outside. Oh, and the jam by Lillard.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, BA.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Here's Nurkic. Shoots over Holmgren. To the right side. And here's Grant from the arc. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Giddey. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Yusuf Nurkic picks one up. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Simons showing he can be a capable scorer, but there's still some potential upside with his playmaking. This guy is growing in his confidence.
In a close game, it's great to have guys you can count on to knock down free throws.
Pass to Holmgren. The kick out to Williams. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren, defended by Nurkic. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And the three-pointer goes. And the Thunder lead by 6.
In that Storts game, he's outside to knock down some threes.
Lillard against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Grant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. He drops the first one, and that brings him within 5.
Talk to most of the coaching staffs around the league. What is the first thing they think about with Jeremy Grant? And it's that athleticism that comes to mind.
A perfect trip to the line narrows the gap.
Outside Giddey. Thibault against Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. Three-pointer off the mark. The Trailblazers have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the 4th. Lillard. And the dunk by Lillard.
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
Gilgeous-Alexander coming through big time.
Here's Simons. And it's good. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Williams up top. Oh, got a piece of it. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now guarded by Simons.
And when you're a player like SGA, handling the ball late in crucial moments, you better get used to being at the line in big spots.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Coming up clutch there at the line, making it a 2-possession game.
Pass to Nurkic. To the wing on the left. Grant, the pass to Simons. Lillard right side. And he drives in. Yes!
And this is one of those nights where you throw out the cliche. You can only hope to contain him. Lillard on one tonight.
Here's Holmgren.
I can't believe that took so long. They needed to foul much sooner.
Personal foul.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Huge moment. He steps up and sinks the final daggers.
Timeout called. Portland. They're trailing by 4. 9 seconds left in the 4th quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
Nurkic finds Simons. Let's go with a 3. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's the Thunder who come out on top here. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most.
combination of some of the league's brightest young players.
And make no mistake about it, these guys are a work in progress, but the talent is undeniable. Can't wait to see who becomes the alpha dog in this group.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. McDaniels is out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the bucket by the Timberwolves. The kick out to Williams. Misses the 3. Minnesota with the ball. Gobert finds Prince. Back to Gobert. And just about a minute into the first quarter. They grabbed their own miss. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Giddey against Prince. Offline with his 3. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot right now.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Saric is checked in for Holmgren. And it's Kenrich Williams in for Williams. Now, here's George. The shot by Saric, no good. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Now here's Williams. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. Lets it go with a 3. The Thunder with another miss.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Edwards passes to Prince. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Towns. And stolen by Giddey. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Puts the move on. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Boy, in sync with his teammate on that possession. Well done by Towns on that pass.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Saric. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Giddey, no one around him. No good from outside. Timberwolves leading by 4. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Mark Daigneault for a minute. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
Okay, David, thanks. Holmgren, he's checked in for Kenrich Williams. Over to the wing. 5 on the clock. Towns, the pass to Gobert. The shot, no good. And the Thunder going the other way now. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Timberwolves have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Prince wide open. Gobert can't hit. Thunder trailing by 4. Pass to Holmgren. Giddey, the open look. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Giddey's got his second bucket tonight.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And here's Edwards from the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Saric passes to Giddey. Here's Holmgren. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Prince. He dishes it to Gobert. Shoots over Holmgren. Another miss by Minnesota.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
The shot by Sharch, no good. The drive by Gobert. Count that bucket. Gobert's got 6.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
Shoots the 3, and Giddey gets it to go.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Here's McDaniels. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. A good close contest so far as we finish the first. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
They've got Saric. Holmgren is out there with Lou Dort. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And we see stars, Clark, that dominate with skill. Others do it more with athleticism. Which would you prefer to build around if you were coaching?
If I had to only pick one, Kevin, I'd like to have both skill and athleticism. But skill is so critically important in any sport, particularly basketball. Guys that can shoot, handle the ball, pass it, and do the fundamental things well. And I think that trumps athleticism over the long haul.
Now here's Towns. McDaniels. Here's Gobert. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That's his first foul.
And it's still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Here's McDaniels. Goes back up. The shot misses. So the Thunder will take it the other way. This team has credited Giddey's background for shaping him as a player.
You know, he grew up in a house dominated by basketball. Both his parents played professionally in Australia, and that goes a long way toward developing your basketball IQ.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
You know, one thing, Greg, the Thunder have done a great job drafting international players.
Players like Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams in the past, a few good ones on this current roster as well. Credit the OKC scouts for just finding guys all over the world.
Capable of finding his open guys, Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
I like the play call, very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And Gobert kicks to Edwards. A 3-ball. Gobert trying to get open. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Gobert. Edwards got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. It's tipped and stolen by Prince. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. Got a piece of it. Stolen by McDaniels. Towns finds McDaniel. His 3-pointers off the mark.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now. Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
It's stolen by Saric. And now a fast break for the Thunder. A huge slam, the perfect end of a fast break.
Obviously a total team player. Saric is a guy, if his teammate is open, he's going to get the ball.
McDaniels dishes to Prince. Back to McDaniel. Prince, right side. Just 5 to shoot. McDaniels kicks to Towns. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Giddey. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists tonight. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Here's Giddey, and the Thunder another 3.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Now the pass to Gobert. Over in the corner, McDaniels. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Dort. And the Thunder another 3. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
And so here is Oklahoma City following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Holmgren wide open. Bangs home the trifecta. Holmgren's got the lead up to 12 now for Oklahoma City. To the middle. It's stolen by Dort. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Prince kicks to Edwards. Back to Prince. Outside Edwards. That will count. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Thank you, David, for that interview.
18.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You have to like what you're seeing, guys, from Josh Giddey.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, you've got Kyle Anderson, also Naz Reid out there, and it's Conley in at the point guard. Now here's Williams. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Pass to Robinson Earl. Back to Williams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Moore. Passes to Alexander Walker. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Here's Joe. Wiggins, a screen on Conley. Pass to Robinson Earl. Nobody near Williams. Buries the long-range jumper.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Anderson's shot is off. The Thunder leading by 13. Williams finds Sharge. Here's Joe. Ring shot on the way. Sharge passes to Joe. 4 on the clock. He can't get that one. And Minnesota now the other way. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
At the tip, great positioning on the putback. Alexander Walker's got his second bucket of the night.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
Now here's Wiggins. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. It's his first trip to the line.
First personal foul.
And that one misses. Williams, he's checked in for Dario Saric.
At the line for your...
And the second free throw, good.
And this Thunder team in desperate need of a veteran. Someone on their way out that can still be productive and provide some leadership for the young guys.
Here's Alexander Walker.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Stolen by Conley. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. So now, how does Oklahoma City, Greg, get back into the mix in the Western Conference?
Kevin, it's going to be tough. Just so much inexperience on the roster right now. Keeping the core here, yeah, but experienced players to fill out that roster.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
How about up over the 80% mark from the line last year? So he's happy and also consistent there with those numbers.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. The Timberwolves making a change here. Conley's checked in.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Time call here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Outside Edwards. The feed now to Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Towns showing you the quickness and athleticism. They're getting off the floor to throw it down.
Oklahoma City leading by 4. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Gobert dishes to Edwards. Timberwolves passing it around. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced error.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Here's Towns. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got 5 rebounds tonight. Out to the right wing. There's the pass to Joe. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. McDaniels defended. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And Edwards with the stuff.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Joe. Now Saric defended by Gobert. Stolen by McDaniels. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. And here's Conley outside. And And they'll get another chance. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And he sinks the second.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. The third quarter comes to a close. Thunder lead by 4. And do not. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Josh Giddey is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Dario Saric. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. That aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
You know, something else that catches my eye is the fact that they have blocked a bunch of shots. I mean, the block shot total, extremely impressive. The defensive intensity, top level.
And he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Giddey. It's stolen by Edwards. Here's McDaniels. He can't get it to go. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Giddey with it. Picked up by Edwards. And slam dunk by Saric.
You know, once he's in the paint, Saric is ready to throw it down.
Edwards looking it over. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Holmgren. Looking for McDaniels. He gets it there. Here's Edwards. It's tipped and out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. The Thunder leading by 6. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Giddey. And they get it back. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Oklahoma City needs to get off the shot. That's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Here's Gobert. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes it to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now Holmgren after the missed 3 from Karl Anthony Towns. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. To the inside. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And Saric kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires from deep. Good on the triple. Giddey's got the lead up to 13 now for the Thunder.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
And it's Towns on the follow.
Boy, good effort that time from Towns on the offensive board, ensuring that his team is able to end that possession with points.
Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries the spin move. Giddey finds Gilgeous-Alexander. A three-pointer, no good. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Conley with a wide-open look. No good off the front iron.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
And the foul called on Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him. From deep. The Thunder keep it going. A new 14-second clock. Right side, Dort. Inside. Here's Sharch.
And what defense there from Gobert. Putting that wingspan to work and not allowing anything easy inside.
Shot by McDaniels, no good. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Dives for it. Pass to Giddey. Now here's Holmgren. Defense is right there. Here's Dort. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's McDaniels. So we see the Thunder get the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home.
the action to come out of the backcourt of this game.
No, exactly, B.A. Both teams are led by their terrific guard play. The outcome of this game likely hinges on the respective performances of those two positions.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Edwards out there with Mike Conley. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. 5 to shoot, and Thibault with a drive. Here's Nurkic. Goes back up. Towns with a rebound.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Lillard passes to Thibault. Back to Lillard. Grant the screen. Lets it go. The Trailblazers rebound. Simons finds Grant. Back to Simons. There's the drive, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Now here's McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. To the wing, right side. Conley against Simons. And that one's good from Conley.
Well, inside, Mike Conley has got to be savvy, and he is in that instance. One thing that's defined Mike Conley's career in the NBA is his mastery and understanding of the point guard position. Don't sleep on his athleticism now either, though. Vertical at the combine was 40.5 inches. Folks, not a lot of people achieve that number. Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
Edwards for 3. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Towns with the ball. Here's McDaniels. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. And if you know about Conley's family, you know where he gets his athletic ability.
Well, we know Mike Sr. is a gold medalist in the triple jump. He's in the track and field Hall of Fame. No wonder Mike Jr. can jump out of the gym.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Simons passes to Lillard. And here's Nurkic for 3. Drills it from deep. Nurkic has got 5.
Yeah, when Nurkic is healthy, he's a difference maker for his team.
And here's Edwards outside. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Thibault with it. He's picked up by Conley. Thibault, that's good.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
It's stolen by Thibault. Out on his own on the break. Here's Simons. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Pass to Towns. They need this. That one is off. Now Portland takes it the other way. Thibault on the wing. Guarded by Edwards. Here's Simons. Outside Conley. It's stolen by Thibault. Now the Blazers on the move. And here's Simons outside. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
For 3, Conley. Knocks it loose. Portland has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And that one's good.
They're beginning to take control now, and this could be a crucial point in the game.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here. Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent elite defenders in the game.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Reddish is checked in.
Well, we know Rudy Gobert is going to go down as not only one of the greatest defenders of his generation, but of all time. Just look at the number of times this guy has won Defensive Player of the Year. He is a force to be reckoned with.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
Lillard finds Grant. Oh, sweet move. Jams it in off the great move.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Come on, man. Did you see? I mean, just using his strong frame to absorb the contact and still able to finish? Wow.
And so it's the... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
So far, they've had a lot of success off fast break plays, and they'll probably continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. And it's Reddish in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. There's Simons with a 3. Can't get it to drop. And Minnesota will come the other way. And it's McDaniels off the drive. And that one good.
Karl Anthony Towns as a... big man is a tremendously solid passer, willing to move the basketball.
And year in and year out, there's one thing we know for certain about the Blazers. They've got some of the best fans in the NBA.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to Graham. Lets it go from deep. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And how about the fan base in Portland? They're passionate, and they really understand the game.
That's so true, B.A. I mean, even in lean years, they come out to support their club. And when they're on top, all of Rip City gets caught up in the buzz. Portland's a great basketball town. The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Now here's Grant. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change.
Wow, facing a huge size disadvantage, he goes fearless to the rack. Great athleticism and body control.
Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. Fires for 3. Lillard pulls down the board. Looking at players with limitless range, Grant. Damian Lillard right at the top of that list.
Oh, B.A. And Lillard, he can just make it look so easy. He gets a lot of his strength on his shot from his legs. On the short list for players you don't mind pulling up from the logo.
Now here's Lillard. Grant with a screen on Edwards. And Lillard, here we go. The open shot, Nurkic. And too long on the shot.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Conley. Here's Gobert. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Gobert's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, the painted area might as well be Rudy Gobert's domain. He uses every bit of that size and length to assert his dominance.
Now here's Lillard. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
Pass to McDaniels. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. McDaniels got 9 points.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Now Reddish. Back to Lillard. Now here's Grant. On the wing, Simons. Lillard with the ball. 4 on the clock. Knocks down the triple. Give him 8 points now.
Oh, the moment Lillard crosses half court, you better pick him up. A score with unlimited range.
Towns for 3. Portland grabs the miss. Lillard outside. Pass to Graham. using his post moves to get the 2 points. And now a 6-point Portland lead.
And we know Lillard can score, but he's showing nice awareness with the pass to his open teammate.
McDaniels finds Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Simons against Conley. Pass to Lillard. Right side Reddish. Fires from deep. Yes! Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Rudy Gobert increasingly is capable of these nights on the offensive end where he's just putting it to the defense.
Pass to Reddish. Back to Simons. Driving inside. And so he draws. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coach's challenge,
The previous play is under
these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So the officials can...
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And he makes a first. And so Simons nails both of them.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Gobert with a screen on Reddish. And Edwards, here we go. Pass to Towns. From downtown. They get it again. Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Well, putting all of that 7-foot frame to use, Rudy Gobert has been one of the consistent offensive rebounders in the league.
Lillard passes to Simons. Out to the right wing. This one for 3. And Reddish gets it to go. Reddish has got 8.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
It would be smart to hold for the final shot.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
Inside. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And so it's Portland.
The Timberwolves, 28. And let's hear it for the Jabberwockies.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Rudy Gobert in this game. He's been everywhere.
He's been on a tear so far, throwing down some vicious dunks. I was a little worried for the rim in the first half.
His power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Nas Reed out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Jalen Noel. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous... impact on this team.
Thibault on the wing. It's Little on the wing. Pass to Sharp. From deep. Tries yet again. Not going to go that time. And Minnesota will come the other way. Anderson drives. And down it goes. 2 points.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's Little. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Here's Noel. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Crosses over, rips it home off a terrific move.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Here's Sharp. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Little. Clock at 6. Going inside. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine. He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Oh, man, talk about hang time. What a wicked double clutch finish.
Hey, when you have that kind of space, you're allowed to get fancy. Noel, no good.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
The free throw drops for Johnson.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Now here's Johnson. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Pass to Sharp. Launches a three. Anderson pulls it down. The Timberwolves have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Here's Alexander Walker, and they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. So what do you think the keys are that can help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Now here's Thibault. Over to the wing. Pass to Little. Outside Johnson. Here's Little. Back to Johnson. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. To the middle. Here's Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
Johnson with it. There's a screen. Pass to Sharp. Here's Eubanks. Up top, Johnson. And he drives in. Oh, and Reed with a block. Thibault with a steal. To the inside, Eubanks. And the layup is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's Thibault. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Sharp. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
So Portland going with almost an entire new group here. Nurkic has checked in for Eubanks. Jeremy Grant comes in for Little. Simons has checked in for Sharp. And Lillard subbed in for Johnson. Lillard passes to Thibault. Now Grant launches it. And no good. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
That's a message by Karl Anthony Towns. Throws it down with authority.
Edwards against Lillard. Simons outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And here's Conley. And that's not going to go. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers now holding a 12-point. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2, and it's Reddish in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Now here's McDaniels, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it. Here's Reddish. Lillard against Gobert. Simons passes to Reddish. Three-pointer, no good. Minnesota's shooting has been excellent so far, around 56%. Pass to Towns. Fires the 3. And it's Portland with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Lillard passes to Simons. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. McDaniels from long range. Now the Blazers on the move. Here's Nurkic. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Trailblazers?
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
The drive by Grant. Pass to Reddish. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Grant with a screen on Edwards. Simons outside. 6 on the shot clock.
What aggressive defense from the lengthy Rudy Gobert. This guy covers so much territory.
Takes a 3. Conley finds Edwards. The 3 ball. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Here's Reddish. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Mike Conley.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Good on the second one. Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. It's Edwards on the wing. Reddish covering. Here's McDaniels. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Now here's Reddish. Pass to Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
Things are going his way so far offensively. Nurkic really rising to the challenge of this defense.
Edwards for 3. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in.
2 minutes in the game. 2 minutes.
Lillard against McDaniels. Right wing. Grant, the pass to Simons. Just 5 on the clock. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. A shot by Lillard. No good.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Outside Edwards. It's rebounded by Grant. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Simons, nice shot from the wing. And the Trailblazers lead by 13.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Time for the fans now to celebrate a win for the Trailblazers.
They had excellent production from the bench.
This team has strong depth, and in this game, it showed.
The shot by Conley, no good.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Simons outside. And it's all from three-point range.
Boy, a wide-open shot from his favorite spot.
And
No,
it
he
goes!
Oh, my, wow!
Count it!
What a sweet shooting big man is Karl Anthony Towns. At 6'11", always ready to rise and fire off the catch.
Drew the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot three at the line.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
And he's good on the second.
You know, it's the production plus the leadership that makes Lillard one of the most valuable players in this league. He might not have made them all, but he made enough to put this one out of reach.
Shot is good by Edwards.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Lillard passes to Simons. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Grant, left side. Back to Simons. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Minnesota ball.
Minnesota with the ball. 8-point game. Towns for three. So it's Portland picking up the win. This
There was no mistaking the Thunder as they got off the bus. Only one team in the league always looks that sharp. And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Holmgren is out there with Williams. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
Oklahoma City ball.
So it's the Thunder now. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide open shooter and just gets him the ball.
GA, something that's kept Portland from getting over the hump is their defense.
Kevin, their defensive rating hasn't been pretty for several years. It's a point of emphasis for the Blazers going forward. Shore up the D and try and take that next step.
Grant. Portland needs to get off a shot. Simons with the ball. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Thunder ball.
And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. About a minute played so far here in the first. And finished off by Nurkic.
I love it. Nurkic rattling the iron.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And the dunk by Grant.
This is a familiar sight. Jeremy Grant making his way to the rim and finishing strong.
Jeremy Grant, part of a loaded second round of the 2014 draft.
Kevin, Jeremy signing a max contract, rare for a second rounder. Also in that 2014 second round draft, MVP, the Joker, Joe Harris, Jordan Clarkson, Spencer Dinwiddie. Wow, that second round proved to have some players.
And Grant no good on that one. You know, Greg Anthony, people talk about Jeremy Grant as a scorer, but what about his passing?
Significantly better moving the ball along. He's leaving no stone unturned as he looks to maximize his ability.
No good from Grant. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Giddey. Here's Williams. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. The rebound by Grant. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Lillard. Able trying to get open. And the basket by Lillard.
Dang, Lillard playing big. Lillard has a heart out of this world.
Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Defended by Thibault. Dort passes to Holmgren. Lays it up off the glass. Holmgren's got his second basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Simons, the pass to Nurkic. Second chance shot. Up and in on the way.
It's a challenge trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. He is so good at capitalizing on the offensive boards.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with it. On the wing, Giddey. Covered by Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. Here's Holmgren. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
And Simons wide open. He'll fire. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Thunder trailing by 4. Dort kicks to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Holmgren's got 6 points. It's Nurkic, top of the key. Here's Grant. Puts it up. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Good touch from Jeremy Grant. Able to get himself inside and get the job done.
Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Defended by Thibault. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Giddey. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
1:05 left to play in the first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander trying to free himself up.
And we see how seriously Grant takes defense. Uses his body so well to create problems.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Giddey finds Dort. Back to Giddey. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Lillard outside. 4 seconds left. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
And that does it for the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 4. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. Lou Dort out there with Williams. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Holmgren in at the center, locking down the middle. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson, 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefines the point guard position.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
It's fascinating to watch Dort evolve his game. He's raised his free throw percentage to 84% last year. And for the first time in his career, he shot over 40% from the field.
Portland leading. Here is Lillard. Reddish kicks to Lillard. Three-pointers, Simon. Here's Nurkic. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket. Nurkic has got 6.
This is Nurk in his offensive comfort zone, tracking down a high percentage shot.
And he goes in for the dunk.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. So what would you say is next for Dort in his development?
You know, Kevin, I'd like to see him get to the line more often. He has room to grow as a playmaker. Of course, locking down the consistency from range, but he has the work ethic to make all of that happen.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Now a timeout called by Portland. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Simons against Giddey. Greg, when you watch Anthony Simons play, you can see the burst he has on the ball.
And that goes for him attacking the rim and rising up for a shot. Impossible to stay in front of him with that quick first step. And with his skill and athleticism, boy, the sky's the limit.
And Smitty, one player who's really improved in a very short amount of time is Anthony Simons.
Kevin, a dynamic guard who plays with a lot of confidence. He is especially lethal on the offensive end, and it's because he is capable of scoring from all 3 levels.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Down low, here's Giddey. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Giddey. It's Dort on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Giddey, no good. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. Now, the Blazers missed the playoffs last season for the first time in almost a decade. Coach Billups says, it's been a lot here so far, but I just know that I'm built for this. This is what I do, and it gives me the opportunity to stand up as a man to show that I can lead. I'm ready for it. Kevin?
I think he is, and he's embracing the challenge, which is fun to watch. David, thanks. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Lillard finds Reddish going inside, and Reddish with the slam.
Superb focus on the finish by Cam Reddish, showing how cool he is under pressure.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Blazers.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And also give them a lot of credit for that attack mode mentality off the dribble, getting a lot of points off the penetration.
Simons kicks to Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
What bunnies from Damian Lillard, flying off the floor to dunk it home.
Under trailing by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams, and it's Giddey in the corner. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And Nurkic has it in the corner. Grant outside. Back to Nurkic. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
They're whistled for a blocking foul, and he'll head to the line. And Greg Anthony for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Part of a growing trend in this NBA, giving his team length in the backcourt.
Yeah, 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan. He can see over the top of the defense. He helps you on the glass, and he can switch onto front court players defensively. That's what teams are looking for nowadays.
On the wing, Giddey. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists now in this one. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Simons, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Listed at 6'4", but Anthony Simons has a 6'9" wingspan, and that length certainly helps him on the interior.
It's Dort on the wing, covered by Simons. Williams kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. Pass to Holmgren. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Gets a hand on it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. Holmgren's got the game tied up here for Oklahoma City.
Man, that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room.
The previous play is under review.
They got that shot off in time.
Yeah, that's a tough call there with the naked eye. Fortunately, the league's replay center able to slow it down, zoom in, and check all the angles.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, looking at the replay, that he got it off in time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Trailblazers out in front, up by 2. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Chet Holmgren has been sensational.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
We've got Matisse Thybulle. Johnson is out there with Sharp. Then it's Little, and it's Eubanks in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Robinson Earl, the pass to Saric. To the wing right side. Wiggins drives in. That's tipped. Here's Sharp. That shot missing. Wiggins surveying the floor. Robinson Earl, the pass to Wiggins. Here's Joe. Saric up top. To the inside. Williams. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And the Trailblazers shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Johnson, the pass to Sharp. Kicks it to Little. Johnson outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul.
The previous play is under review.
Make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Good on the second free throw.
You know he wanted to knock down all his shots at the line, but he still did enough to put them in front.
90 seconds now into the second half. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Pass to Williams. Here's Robinson Earl. For the lead. Got a hand on it. Stolen. Williams passes to Joe. Out to Sharch. The pass to Robinson Earl. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Thunder lead by 1.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Johnson dishes to Little. Now here's Thibault. He's tightly guarded. Johnson can't get it to go. And it's Williams with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. In the second half, they've only given up 1 basket coming from the free throw line. The Trailblazers have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Johnson kicks to Thibault. Now, here's Sharp. Tight defense on him, and there it is for him. Eubanks got his first 2 points. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Joe passes to Sharch. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Saric has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
The Thunder with the lead. Here's Williams. The shot, no good.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Here's Little. Pass to Eubanks. And here's Sharp. Eubanks the pass to Thibault. Shot clock at 5. To the paint. And that one's good. Eubanks got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Launches it. And it's Sharch. That time on the assist by Williams. Sharch has got the lead up to 2 now for Oklahoma City. Johnson outside. Little kicks to Thibault. Drives to the hoop. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Williams looking around. Sharch passes to Williams. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. This is his first free throw of the game. And he's good on the second. 29 seconds left to play here in the third. Inside, it's deflected.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And he sinks the second. Portland with the ball, trailing by 2. Gilgeous-Alexander against Lillard. Simons kicks to Grant. Back to Simons. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Thunder lead by 2. Three-tenths quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And Oklahoma City, look at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. Williams is out there with Holmgren. Then it's Lou Dort. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Giddey in at the 2-guard spot. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Thunder.
I just love how they're taking advantage of their chances to run. And they're pushing it. Fast break points can win you ball games.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Holmgren with it. Now defended by Grant. Dort wide open. A three-pointer off the mark. Portland trailing here. Here's Reddish. Feeds it to Nurkic. Here's Grant. Gets the bucket and the foul. That one on Holmgren.
They continue to battle out there. So close to taking the lead.
The direction this game is headed is going to come down to a couple key buckets by either team.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked in off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
This is what Shea excels at, navigating shot blockers in the paint and finishing.
Simons kicks to Grant. The trade. A shot by Reddish, no good. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. It's stolen by Reddish. Here's Simons. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
A smooth athlete with incredible burst in the open floor. Simons makes it look easy.
And now Portland on the break. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Giddey the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Giddey kicks to Dort. He dishes it to Holmgren. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Holmgren can't hit. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Over in the corner, Reddish. Back to Grant. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Oklahoma City trailing. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams with a clean look. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Here's Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. 12 points for Nurkic.
That's a high percentage look from Nurkic and a smart choice. Bucket.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Mark Daigneault talking to his team during the break. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Reddish the pass to Nurkic. Now here's Simons to the middle. Holmgren with the steal. Down low. Dort powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
What a shot by Dort, keeping his cool and finding his team a bucket.
A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got 4 points in the quarter.
Firing with confidence, Simons continues to flourish when given the opportunity.
And Williams is right there.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Grant outside. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Over in the corner, Reddish. 4 on the shot clock. Nurkic trying to get open. And it's Grant that time on the assist from Reddish. And the Trailblazers lead by 4. Giddey against Lillard. Giddey the pass to Holmgren. A shake. And it's good on the layup.
He got the ball in perfect position, went up over the smaller defender, and laid it in for a big bucket.
Lillard outside. He kicks to Reddish. And Simons has it in the corner. Grant the pass to Simons. It falls.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway. So a three-point play. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action, the previous plays, everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. We're double-checking, and the game continues on.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
And Lillard kicks to Grant. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lillard surveying the D. Back to Grant. And no good that time. Excellent D there from Williams. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
And this is an important spot for Dort. Can he come through in the clutch for his team? And how about the composure there at the line? A ton of pressure on those free throws, and he knocks them both in.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They trail by 1. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
These are the plays that people remember. I can't wait to see what he has devised.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
It is game time. Winning time. Lillard seems to always come through.
Time call here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're behind by 1. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
These are the plays that people remember. I can't wait to see what he has devised.
Ends with a big win by Portland in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish this weekend. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldrich.
Let's bring out the foul.
And we've got a pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purists.
A look at the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Josh Giddey out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Dario Saric. Then there's Lou Dort. And it's Holmgren in at the four-man position. Now here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Watching SGA run this offense, he's so patient and he reads the defense exceptionally well.
Yeah, Gilgeous-Alexander really plays at his pace, Grant.
You know, B.A., he's one of those guys the defense just can't speed up. And every move is purposeful. No wasted motion. He methodically breaks you down.
Now here's Towns. And it's rejected. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Dort. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. The three-pointer off the mark.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Gobert on the high post. Out left to the wing. The open shot by Edwards. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Towns passes to McDaniels. Here's Gobert. Outside Conley. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Giddey. From the arc. Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. Back to Giddey. From behind the arc. The putback. It's good on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Outside Edwards. Gobert up top. Ooh, poked away. Stolen by Giddey. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort outside. Deflects the pass. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Holmgren. Some room here for Dort. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
The Timberwolves trail. Outside Edwards. Outside Conley. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Saric. And there's the drive. That one goes. Count it.
Gilgeous-Alexander just getting better and better at creating for his teammates.
So it's Minnesota now. Gobert with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Conley finds Gobert. Giddey with it. He's picked up by Edwards. He goes up. Oh, blows the breakaway jam. Here's Minnesota. Trailing by 4. Here's Gobert. The shake. And he takes it up and lays it in.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander from deep. Giddey. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Conley. McDaniels from long range. And it's Giddey with a rebound. For Oklahoma City, they've gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Pass to Holmgren. Now Giddey. Back to Dort. Here's Holmgren. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And good whistle there.
The first one falls. So he gets them both. We've got 22 seconds left in the first. Here's Edwards. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Up again. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Inside. Off target at the rim. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Thunder up by 4. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves.
And Dort just keeps getting better. This is a guy who comes at you with some tenacity.
Shot's good by Towns.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Here's Holmgren. Outside for Dort. Pass to Giddey. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And Conley grabs the miss. So you talk about Lou Dort. What has he done to become more comfortable, Brent?
Well, I think the challenge was there in front of him, B.A. He had that playoff appearance where he was unguarded, and he's proving not to other people but to himself that he's capable of knocking down shots from that kind of range.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
How about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Now here's Giddey. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Towns. And a nice finish on the layup.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Giddey. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Giddey on the wing. 6 to shoot. Pass to Holmgren. For 3. Second shot opportunity. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I like the effort there from Šarić on the jumper. Sees the defender, but still sticks with it.
And the second free throw is good. You know, one expression you hear from a lot of coaches nowadays, threatening drives. What's the value of breaking the paint?
BA, dribble penetration is so important, particularly in today's game. With the spacing and the great shooting on the perimeter, if you can get to the paint, one, you may score at the rim, but if the defense collapses, now you have an opportunity to find an open shooter from 3.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he goes in for the dunk.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander, with that height at his position, allows him to do so many things other guys really pretty much dream of.
Towns finds Edwards. Giddey against McDaniels. Here's Edwards. The shot misses, so Oklahoma City will take it the other way. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Nifty move. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. The three is up. Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
SGA entering the NBA as a very good shooter with the potential to become a great one.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Towns with the ball. A minute 37 left in the first half of basketball. On the break. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Really nice read from Šarić that time to get the steal.
Well, we're starting to see the pieces fall into place in OKC. Their number 2 overall pick, Chet Holmgren, showing tremendous promise. And the chemistry he's developing with Josh Giddey and SGA makes them very, very intriguing.
Doubled by Towns. To the wing, right side. And it's Giddey off the drive. To the right side. Here's Holmgren. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing. An unusual skill set for his size. Holmgren can initiate offense from every level on the floor. I mean, his versatility is unbelievable.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Conley with the ball, and it's Giddey picking him up. It's stolen by Šarić. And here they come for the finish. No luck on that one. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Pass to Towns. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. And now just a 3-point Thunder lead.
Well, Towns was the perfect selection there. He's always ready to strike with a quick shot.
Here's Holmgren. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by Conley. To the left side wing. Gobert with it. Puts it up. Dort grabs the miss.
A little hesitant. Maybe he thought the D was tighter on him than it really was.
Here's Giddey. That shot missing. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Thunder out in front, leading by 3. As we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
There's virtually nothing you can do to stop him. I mean, you can't even contain him. He's been that great.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough game plans to slow him down. How do you guard a guy that good?
And on the floor for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Kenrich Williams is out there with Jeremiah Robinson-Earl. And it's Williams in at the 5. Pass to Joe. Williams on the wing. Anderson covers. Here's Robinson-Earl. Oh, powered down with both hands.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's Noel. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from 3-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
And Williams punches it home.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Noel drives in, and the basket is good.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Wiggins outside, left side Williams. Wiggins outside. Takes the 3. Doesn't go that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's Alexander Walker. Nails it from 3. Alexander Walker's got 6 in the quarter.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Joe misses. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Here's Reed. Pass to Noel. Oh, the teardrop falls in. And now a three-point Minnesota lead.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Here's Joe. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. And they pick up 2.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Over to the left wing. Here's Reed, and it's out of bounds to Minnesota. To the paint. A slam dunk by Reed.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Here's Joe. Wiggins outside. Here's Noel. Pass to Alexander Walker. 1:43 left in the third quarter of the game. 5 on the clock. Now here's Reed. The baseline J is off the mark.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Stolen by Anderson. Here's Noel. Williams defending. Here's Reed. Back to Noel. 4-3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Kind of like playing in the rec league. Little to no defense on that possession. And the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Now a timeout call by Oklahoma City. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Again, no good by Oklahoma City. Minnesota has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Alexander Walker lays it up and banks it in. And it's an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Pass to Williams. Here's Joe. Now a timeout call by Oklahoma City.
They're just giving away a run right now. The question is, can they stop the tide?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Saric a screen. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander fires in the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a very, very good ball handler. And when he explodes at that size, creates problems.
Now here's Edwards. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Deflected. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for your Timberwolves.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Saric a screen on Edwards. Down low. Outside for Dort. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Timberwolves ahead, up by 5. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Jaden McDaniels out there with Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Giddey. Oh, a clear foul there on the miss. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt.
The previous play is under review.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still heaved.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team, and he implored them to be patient at the offensive end. He wants to use every second of the shot clock. He said, quote, if we take care of the ball and take our time and play D, this game is ours.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Towns passes to Gobert. Now Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Rebound, Minnesota.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Minnesota in the lead. Edwards finds Towns. Outside Edwards. The 3 is up. And there's Towns on the assist by Edwards.
Ah, the versatility of Towns. Unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
And it's Giddey missing. Minnesota's gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. To the middle. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against Edwards. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep, Giddey. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the nice stroke that's coming along for Josh Giddey.
Now Edwards. Pass to Prince. McDaniels with it. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Dort. Outside Giddey. Saric, the pass to Giddey. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Fades back. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 5 rebounds in the game. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. That shot, no good. Dort, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Dort. Here's Holmgren. Pass to Giddey. Ball stolen. Fast break, Minnesota. On up the court. And Edwards slams it in.
That couldn't have gone better for them. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish it off with style.
And there's a 3-second violation. The Timberwolves have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Jams it in off a great move.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Edwards fires from way outside. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Oklahoma City, they're working against the clock now. Dort, the pass to Giddey. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Gobert with it. Picked up by Saric. Here's Prince. Here's Towns. Again, the Timberwolves score. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Minnesota.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
We also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
The Timberwolves have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Dort with a steal. To the inside, Holmgren. Stripped away. And an intentional foul right there. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're losing by 11. 1:10 left in the final quarter.
One more time for your Timberwolves.
1:10 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And they go to the intentional foul. The first free throw is good.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Timberwolves.
And they got a huge boost from their reserves tonight.
Yeah, the point differential between the two benches was a deciding factor in this game.
We've come to expect big-time games from him. Just another day at the office for Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Dort outside. Here's Holmgren. Outside for Dort. Down low. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. It's tipped. And now we've got an intentional foul.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
No good on that one.
At the line for your Timberwolves, Torian Prince.
And he sinks the second. Boy, they're in a rough patch right now.
Yeah, momentum is definitely not on their side.
Outside Giddey. 30 seconds left in the fourth. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And here are the Timberwolves. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. Giddey against McDaniels. Outside Edwards. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...
total up the assist, Clark. You've come to the right place.
I tell you what, Kevin, both of these teams really emphasize player movement, ball movement, and getting everybody involved, touches and shots. It makes them very unpredictable and really keeps the defense off balance.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. And it's Thibault in at the 3 spot. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. Conley against Lillard. Conley the pass to Towns. And it's Portland with the rebound. Now Lillard. And it's Thibault in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
Now, here's Lillard. And it's Thibault in the corner. Simons from outside. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. He dishes it to Conley. McDaniels in the post. He's covered by Grant. A nice shot by McDaniels.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Now, here's Simons. Thibault on the wing. Pass to Nurkic. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And you got to do more than that to stop Nurkic, using that muscle to just brush past the defender.
Edwards kicks to Towns. From outside, off the mark. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Earlier, I spoke with Chauncey Billups. He said a primary concern is to prevent those easy three-point looks from outside. He said closing out hard on the shooters is going to be the key. If they don't bother the shooters, he said, it's going to be a very long 4 quarters. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that three-point shot. It's stolen by Edwards. Conley the pass to Towns. And stolen by Lillard. And now the fast break. Grant with the ball. Here's Nurkic. Nice move. And rejection by McDaniels. Towns kicks to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
There's the triple. Karl Anthony Towns, and that's good.
Towns is really good at the three-point line, and he's a volume three-point shooter and relishes taking shots from there.
And we see Portland revamping on the fly. A lot of changes, but it's not a rebuild. This new-look roster hoping to keep the Blazers relevant while also giving them a greater upside long-term.
Just 4 to shoot. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw in the contest.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
You can tell Towns is a true modern-day player. He's got a diverse skill set, and he can do so much more than you're used to seeing from a guy his size at his position.
Radish, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Out to Edwards. From the wing. The putback, and there's Gobert, putting it right back in.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
And now the Timberwolves on the break. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
Another thing that stands out is how they've contested shots. They're not making it easy for the opponent, and it shows with those block lanes. And that's another area where he is He's just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Trailblazers trail by 11. Lillard scanning the floor. Pass to Simons. Grant, right side. And he drops it in from the low post.
And I tell you, I love watching Grant get busy down there. I mean, his impressive leaping ability and his quick release on the shot allow him to score at a high rate down low.
Now here's Conley. 5 points in the game. Back to McDaniel with the fadeaway. The rebound by Grant. Gobert gets the bucket.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Lillard against Conley. Left side, Grant. Poke loose. Simons finds Grant. Back to Simons. Nurkic with it, and finished off by Nurkic.
And uses balance along with fluidity to finish at the rim. Nurkic is a unique big.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
2 big men inside. Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's Nurkic. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
To the paint. And the dunk by Grant.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Now here's Towns. And then Karl Anthony Towns with the jam.
How about this combo, guys? Part super athlete, part contortionist. Towns continues to impress.
And you look at the loyalty Lillard has shown. Stuck with the Blazers through thick and thin. It's why he is beloved in Portland.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative and make something happen.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And Grant really embraces contact, relishes it, as a matter of fact. He has no fear going to the rim or going into a shot.
And at some point, Greg, you wonder if Lillard is the greatest Blazer of all time.
Listen, he's in the conversation. You'd have to include Walden, Drexler up there. But Lillard's resume in Portland has a strong argument.
And Towns gets it to go.
Among big men, Towns is one of the very best spot-up shooters there is. And very consistent on the catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Look, when they're evaluating draft prospects, we always hear about wingspan, arm span. How does that translate to the basketball floor?
Well, it's actually reach factor, Kevin. That's a huge component of defense, particularly when you're talking about guys switching all the time. So the ability to cover ground, to challenge shots from a distance, that's why wingspan is so important. And you think about it, multiple defensive player of the year, Rudy Gobert, perhaps has the longest wingspan ever recorded at the combine.
And the dunk by Grant.
Yeah, on his menu, dunking is one of the specialties. A fantastic jammer who really breaks that rim.
Now here's Towns. He's got 9. Back to Conley. Now here's Here's McDaniel. Covered by Simon. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Lillard. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Here's Lillard. Michael Conley making his last shot. Lets it go from deep, and that's good. Damian Lillard for 3. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
And this is Lillard at his best, sending up a confident shot from the arc like he just knows it's good. And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Passes to Simons. Here's Reddish. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
Edwards dishes to Towns. Puts the move on.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Conley against Lillard. He kicks it to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam.
Heads up basketball, plain and simple, guys.
Here is Conley. The Blazers getting the bucket. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Edwards. Towns has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Three-pointer, Lillard. The shot, no good. It's not going to go for him. All right, thank you, David. And folks.
28.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. We've got Little. Johnson is out there with Sharp. Then it's Reddish. And it's Eubanks in at the center.
And that is first class right there. Can you believe that dunk?
I'm not sure, Greg, I can.
I don't know how he was able to execute the reverse with that stingy defense that was being played there.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Johnson, the pass to Eubanks. Kicks to Reddish. To the inside. Stolen by Reed. Anderson in the post. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Timberwolves passing it around. Reed. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Off and running right out the bat here to start the second half.
That's exactly what they want. Get him into the offensive flow right away and then keep it going.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Eyeballs checked in.
And you look at the young talent the Blazers have, a nice young core group that can grow. Simon's the big name from that crew.
Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Anderson passes to Alexander Walker. Reed kicks to Prince. To the wing on the left. Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Anderson. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
And Simons and Little Greg, a pair of names Portland fans are definitely excited about.
And they've shown that they can be valuable players. Portland got a lot younger with the trades they made last year. Now they have to have that youth develop.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. Two hands and down.
Here's Noel. Makes it off the glass.
You know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
2 minutes remaining.
Johnson left side.
2 minutes.
Driving inside. And the pass to Little. Over to the wing. Inside. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And here's Johnson outside. He doesn't hit that one. And Minnesota now the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Alexander Walker passes to Prince. Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Thibault. Here's Noel, pass to Reed. Anderson outside. His three-pointers off the mark. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Little kicks to Thibault. Now here's Little. D right on him.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Here's Anderson. Pass to Reed. Back to Anderson. Now Reed. Anderson passes to Prince. Anderson with the screen for Prince, and he dunks it down.
Well, I like the energy Prince plays with. If there's open space in front of him, he's going to be on the front foot and moving with purpose.
Passes it to Sharp. 27 seconds left to play in the third. And stolen by Prince. Alexander Walker passes to Anderson. Here's Noel. Anderson, a screen on Johnson. Dishes it to Anderson. 2 points. That one goes. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
To the paint. And it's Little finishing it off.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Timberwolves lead by 2. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession in this way. True team basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. He hits both from the stripe. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Boy, good effort that time from Towns on the offensive board, ensuring that his team is able to end that possession with points.
The shot by Lillard, wide open, and they'll get another chance. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by Grant. Nurkic has got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers. Outside Edwards. Back to Conley. Out to Edwards. Clock at 6. The pass to Gobert. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Bible on the wing. McDaniels defended. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Here's Lillard to the middle. Nurkic. And finish off by Nurkic.
And more points for Nurkic. He can do this from time to time when he gets in a rhythm.
Conley against Lillard. Now here's McDaniel. He's guarded closely. Here's Towns. Rebound by Nurkic. And so Nurkic will bring it up for the Trailblazers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
Big time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy. And what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Here's Lillard. Grant with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Simon. Takes it inside.
A clutch basket, even with him being on the short end of the stick, size-wise.
Really just shows you the toughness and determination this man has. Impressive.
And Gobert kicks to McDaniel. Hits it from three-point range.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
2 minutes.
Simons, the pass to Nurkic. Grant gets a wide open look, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And there you see Grant once again showing us how promising a player he is. Showing real courage taking that shot in a big moment.
Shot by McDaniels, no good.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
Nurkic kicks to Simons. And he drives in and then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
Great dish from Nurkic there. He really has a sixth sense for those reads.
Down low. And slam dunk by Gobert.
It's Gobert showing some guts on that one. With that length, a good bet to get off a good look in that crucial moment.
And Nurkic has it in the corner. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Nurkic has got the lead up to 7 now for Portland.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Outside, Towns. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Portland making a change here. Reddish is checked in. There's 48 seconds left in the game. Lillard against Edwards. Pass to Simons. Driving to... Oh, what a play!
Oh, saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Lillard against Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Lillard fires away from way outside. and airballs the triple. That one was way off. For 3, no good. And so it's Portland winning this one. And in the win. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.